While the coronavirus pandemic has impacted many of the events we attend, dozens still got together at local cemeteries today to pay tribute to those who served.
Heck, I just talked to a guy who's 100 years old. He thinks it'll be his last one, and he made it a point to come out and have an outdoor ceremony because he told me straight up he didn't want to watch it on TV.
The commander of the Patriotic Bodies, Jason Hicks, says while this year was different, the turnout was about the same as other years because people naturally spread out when visiting grave sites. Many told Valley News Live it was important for them to come out this morning to honor their loved ones, friends, and those they served with, and say it's disappointing others didn't get to have the same experience. Fargo AmVets held a candlelight memorial service to remember COVID-19 patients who have died and are being treated at America's veterans hospitals. They lit 50 candles for each VA hospital impacted by the coronavirus. As each state was announced, someone would step forward, salute, and light a candle. In Minneapolis today, a ceremony which typically draws anywhere from 3,000 to 5,000 people did not happen at Fort Snelling Cemetery. Instead, there was a virtual tribute and a private wreath ceremony held this morning. As the nation pauses to remember its war dead this Memorial Day, President Trump and Democratic challenger Joe Biden did as well. The president making stops at Arlington National Cemetery and the Maryland Ford, which inspired the Star-Spangled Banner. For Biden, it was his first public appearance in 2 months. And while the coronavirus pandemic put a damper on some celebrations that mark the unofficial start to summer, it didn't stop all of them. NBC's Chris Pollone reports.
Under gray skies at Fort McHenry in Baltimore, President Trump paused to honor the nation's war dead and compared their sacrifice to Americans now fighting the battle against coronavirus.
We mourn alongside every single family that has lost loved ones, including the families of our great veterans.
The presidential visit happening in a city still under stay-at-home orders against the wishes of Baltimore's Democratic mayor and amidst the backdrop of the pandemic, which has claimed nearly 100,000 lives in the U.S.
Together, we will vanquish the virus, and America will rise from this crisis to new and even greater heights.
It followed a brief, solemn, and socially distanced ceremony at Arlington National Cemetery, still closed to the general public because of COVID-19. Meanwhile, in Delaware, former Vice President Joe Biden, making his first public appearance since March, laid a wreath at a memorial near his home. Around the country, the unofficial kickoff to summer got off to an uneven start as some states maintained stay-at-home orders, while others were fully open for business.
We ran from Chicago to come and have some fun in Wisconsin.
And at anti-lockdown protests Monday, it was clear the discussion of how to best battle COVID-19 has become as much about politics as it is about health.
While President Trump honored the nation's dead in person today, on Twitter, he was responding to public criticism of his golf trips over the weekend, his first since mid-March. The president defended the games as exercise, but in 2014, he was highly critical of President Obama golfing during the Ebola outbreak, which killed 2 people here in the U.S. Up next on Valley News Live at 6, what to do with gift cards you haven't gotten around to using.